Good morning. It was just said. It's hard to imagine. To be inside the mushroom cloud. Come with me, please, this morning, inside. Let me take you there, to a place where my loved ones lost their breath, near ground zero. Majority there were children. Can you imagine your grandkids? Nieces and nephews, 12, 13. They were there in clusters. Over 8,000 of them. The top schools for the boys for Hiroshima. Top schools for girls. First boys' school, second boys' school, the first girls' school was the toughest entrance examination. They passed. The pride of their parents were assembled there. My mother, not too far from it. They were ready to help take down the vacant buildings. Some were in the school buildings. Sudden flash. Fierce winds of explosion. Radiation heat. Whirled their bodies up in the air, melted their skins, and when it subsided in a few minutes, there were bodies on the ground. Some already expired, but many moving. And a miraculous thing I learned actually recently were that there were memos in bits and pieces from the teachers who took their responsibility to their bones, tried to leave archives of their end. And that's why I know to be able to tell you. The teachers, being adults and a bit stronger, tried to rise. Some had holes in their bodies, most of them melting away, and said, "Rise, children, we must get away. Rise, children." And you know, the students in Japan, they obey their teachers almost automatically. They rose. They managed to rise. And they said, "We must get away because the fire's already started. The buildings had collapsed and the children couldn't get away." And the principal screamed, you must, those who can get away, come out from under." And they tried to follow him. And the one principal, it was described by a woman teacher, he kept on screaming, "Come out, get away," and directed to move toward Koi Elementary School because one of their branches was next to it. Try to move toward Koi. So, staggering and crawling, the children rose, their outer skins hanging, melted. No clothes remained. They crawled and they made it and collapsed. And the teachers tried to carry them. And when they finally, some of them got to the ground of Koi Elementary School, they collapsed. What I could not imagine myself was that the kids were crying, just like any other kids. I thought the Japanese kids were so trained, but in this miserable state, they said, "Mother, please help me." Some of you know Japanese. They said, "Tasukete! Itai! Kurushii! Okaasan!" I couldn't bear it. When I first read it, my body started to shake. I couldn't bear it. It's just like any other children. These were the cream of the crop of the Hiroshima city. Our future, right in front of us, died. And the fact the United Nations, more than 120 nations, signed on to want to ban this, what the mayor yesterday called the absolute evil, must not continue because of our plea and our witness of what happened under the mushroom cloud inside of it. Finally, after years and years of our pleading, was listened to. And in their statement includes the word hibakusha, that it was absolutely not humane, humanitarian consequences we should allow. And with the same plea, I ask you, with the deepest appreciation for your support and interest, to try to remain truly human, valuing life. Thank you.